Hi everyone, Evie here, the Greek goddess of great reading. Today I will be reviewing Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales, this very nice edition that I received for Christmas about over a year ago now, since it wasn't this past Christmas but the year before that I got it, and I've been sort of reading it intermittently because there's just different stories within this book. So obviously there's not a specific plot for this entire book because it's just a whole bunch of different fairy tales, so this might be kind of a hard and short review because I can't really I just can't really describe all of them. It's going to be a little hard, so I'm just going to do a general overview. Grimm fairy tales are dark and sometimes make no sense, and sometimes it seems like the bad guys win. But maybe that's like real life. Sometimes the bad guys win. It's not always the good people that win, but most of the time in these stories you do find that the person who should get like their just desserts gets their just desserts, and then the people who deserve their happy ending usually do get their happy ending. There's only a few stories that really kind of have a very dark ending to them. This edition is just beautiful. I really love the cover, and it's kind of like you can feel it. I don't know what that's called, but it's like it pops out a bit, and it's just like they're like angry trees on the front. It sort of looks like the trees from the Wizard of Oz that attacked Dorothy and the Scarecrow by throwing apples at him. And there's gold lining to the pages, which is really nice. It's about 600 pages, this book, and there's over 200 stories within it. So you can imagine why it took me a year, because it was easy to kind of put it down and then come back to, which is what's great about this book. You don't have to read it all in one go. You can read a couple of tales, put it down, maybe go read another book or two, and then come back to it when you have nothing else to read, because they're interesting, but they don't need to hold your attention for so long, which is kind of nice about it. Most of the Grimm fairy tales have a moral to them. Some of them make sense, some of them are nice, happy ever after morals. Some of them, like I said, make no sense. So one of them is about a hedgehog doing a race against a hare. And it's kind of like the tortoise and the hare story, but this obviously came before Aesop's fable of the tortoise and the hare. But the hedgehog like tricks the hare by using his wife to always be at the finish line, and the moral of that story is when you marry, make sure you marry someone in your likeness so that you can do stuff like that. Like, so you marry people who look like you so you can trick other people. That's the moral of that story. It was just so random, and I kind of like, I laughed at the end because I'm like, this is a strange moral to this story, but whatever, I'll go with it. You should definitely read, pick up any sort of edition of Grimm's fairy tales. People like to do a lot of renditions of these, like they do sort of modernized versions, and they're really great too, and it's great to kind of see the similarities between the original tale and then the modernized one. I don't generally review TV shows on here or movies or anything like that were like books to movies or books to TV shows. But the TV series Grimm is actually really cool by taking sort of characters from each of the tales of the Grimm's fairy tales and making them into monsters on this TV show that this descendant of the Grimm brothers has to defeat. So it's a pretty cool show if you want to check it out. Also check out this book. This might be my last review for a while, guys. Have no fear though, I'm still around. It's just, this is the next book I have to tackle. It's this big. It's Gone with the Wind, which I'm liking it so far, but I'm only like this far through. But it's this big, oh my god. So it might be a while before I post my next review. We'll see. I have time off now from school, so maybe I'll be able to get it done. Who knows? Pick up an edition of Grimm fairy tales near you if you like fairy tales and happy endings and really dark, creepy stuff. I'm Evie, the Greek goddess of great reading, and until next time, keep reading.